Here we have verse 35 of the 18th chapter, Gospel of Matthew, Jesus concluding the parable of the unforgiving servant and giving a rather stern warning with respect to the unforgiving attitude illustrated by this unforgiving servant. And we find it here. So, hutos, this means thus, indeclinable adverb. Thus, kai also, in this case, ho pater mu, my father. He doesn't say our father, but in this case is rather restricting. It's my father because he doesn't want to include within the our father those who might fall short of this mark. So he makes it strictly singular at this point. So thus also the father of me, ho urinois, the in the heavens one. Thus my father, poiese, this is from poieo, to make or to do. He will do, it's the future, third person singular, humen, to you. So just as the king in the case of the parable issued forth a decree that required justice, this person would be subjected to the torturers. It was a very graphic image that was invoked. So my Father in heaven will do to you. There's no really minimizing the force of what he's saying. Ean, if not, unless, is the idea. The ean is going to take the subjunctive, which we have here, unless you forgive. The verb here, apheta, from aphemi, to forgive, second person, plural. Aorist active subjunctive, unless you forgive. And then he, even though it's the plural verb, he then inserts the singular demonstrative pronoun each. So you render it each of you, unless each of you individually is the idea. Forgives, to adelpho, the brother, autu, of him. So the requirement to forgive is incumbent upon those who have been forgiven, unless each of you forgive the brother of him, epo, from, tone, cardion, from the hearts, again to the plural, humon, of you. So unless you forgive from the heart. Of course, it's notable, he says from the heart here. This is not really answering the question, what if my brother offends me and comes and asks forgiveness? Jesus hasn't conditioned the rule he lays down on the idea that the person repents and comes and asks forgiveness. Certainly it would apply in that case, but even if that individual does not come and ask forgiveness, nevertheless the requirement is to forgive from the heart. This is the individual person to look at a wrongdoer and forgive them, irrespective of whether they've sought forgiveness or not. The effect of this, of course, is not so much to do a benefit for the one forgiven, but to do a benefit for yourself, because the freedom from bitterness is one of the most significant forms of freedom anybody can enjoy, and forgiveness is the only door into that kind of liberation.